Hello everyone, this is Xiaomi 15 and it's, in my opinion, one of the best phones that ever came out. So after a few years of using Ultras, I've decided to try something else. And it's been my primary phone actually for some time now. And man, there's almost nothing bad to say about this phone. Actually, I don't have nothing bad to say about this phone except, my thoughts and feelings and opinions about HyperOS, but actually here it works. It works actually quite decent, so I don't have even any complaints for that. So yeah, let's start with some of the hardware. We have very compact 6.3 inches display. We have a Snapdragon 8 Elite inside it, 512 gigabytes of storage, 12 gigabytes of RAM. Amazing stereo speakers. As you can see, design is really iPhone-ish and it kind of lies really nice in hand. I would say display, the best display I've ever seen. Performance is even the best I've ever seen. But this is camera oriented channel, so let's go to the rest of the phone that's most important to me, and that is camera software and camera hardware and final results and everything. Okay, let's check camera hardware. On the back you have triple camera setup. Of course they are tuned by Leica. Main lens is 1/1.3 inches and the telephoto and ultra-wide lens are 1/2.76 inches. All cameras are 50 megapixels. The main camera is f1.6. Telephoto is f2.6 and ultra-wide is f2.2. As for some other options and of this phone, it's also video recording at 4K 60 on all lenses, and you can switch video between lenses while shooting it. Also, the main lens supports 8K 30 frames per second. Let's check a bit the camera software. So I believe in this generation Xiaomi did something that some people will like and some will not. It's they kind of removed some things that were previously there and focused only on things that work really well. So maybe I don't see well, but I cannot find a vlog option that was here and that I actually really liked on other Xiaomi phones. So no vlog function, and it used to have like option to have two people have a same person two times in the frame. It was called, I think, clone option or something like that, and they removed it. And the funny thing is that Pixel kind of uses that as a selling point in newer generation. So Xiaomi had that a few years ago. Now that they removed it, I don't know why. Okay, let's check few these additional modes and let's see did they improve it or kept it the same. So first of all, we have low exposure mode, and again it works only on main lens, so no telephoto or ultra wide. Shame on you, Xiaomi, you should fix that and give us option to have long exposure with these nice telephoto lenses like other people do, like Vivo, Oppo and stuff. We have time-lapse option. It goes up to 4K 30. Okay, no additional settings and things like that. Here we can tweak it, make it really as you want it. It's like pro mode for time-lapse. Here we have some filters that you can use with it, and here each time you can choose how long the video will be, and here is the speed of time-lapse that you would like to have on this video. So that's for the time-lapse. Let's check what else do we have here. Slow motion. Slow motion can work on all the lenses, and that's really nice. Even on telephoto you can go up to 1080p to 120 frames per second. And my only gripe with slow motion is that it doesn't want to focus on near things. It kind of keeps focus a bit further away. Even if you tap on it, it will not do much. So not for really close things. 50 megapixel mode works on all lenses. so that's really nice. Supermoon, you know what supermoon is. It kind of uses the AI and bit of adjustment to give you good results. We have dual video here. You can record with front and back camera. Maybe they buried something here in options. No, they did not. Okay. Panorama is just basic panorama. Let's go to the night. Night works on all lenses. Are there additional settings? No, there are not. Movie mode. So let's see what we have here. We have smart composition and auto zoom. Okay, let's turn that off. Here we have some filters again, also for this mode. Okay, we can use master cinema on it, and the other additional settings there are just source tracking, aspect ratio, and that's it. I think this is all so this is like a pro mode video, as I can see, all the way to 4K 60 and 8K 30. Again, the same filters here. All lenses are supported. You have exposure verification, you have log mode. Log mode works on 4K 60 as well, and on all lenses. Very nice. Okay, now let's go to these basic modes we have. So first we have fastshot. Fastshot gives us option to have 85 millimeters, 50, 35, 25, and you can choose your focus length. Here we have panning car shot, so that's when car goes, take photo, car is in focus and rest is not. We have motion capture, extended viewfinder. Okay, under additional settings, just tap to take photo. Let's see how well it works. It works nice. Also, fast shot is really fast shot, as you can see. No processing, no AI interferences, just pure photography. And here again some filters. Pro mode. In Pro mode, you can choose to have 50 megapixel shots. You can choose to have JPEG, RAW, or Ultra RAW, histogram, voice shutter, flash, watermark, motion tracking focus, aspect ratio, focus peaking, exposure verification, timed burst. Let's see what we have here. We can turn it on. How many photos? Unlimited photos, even on 60 seconds. So this is amazing to have for someone who likes to play with, let's say, stitching time-lapse shots from photos. Okay, let's go. And of course, all lenses are supported. Let's go to video. In video, we can again choose on lenses, 4K 60. And during the video, as I said, you can switch lenses. Yeah, really nice. So here we can choose again frame rate. You can enable super macro mode. Let me see how does it work on video. Actually really nice. Really impressed with it. Okay, let's check what else do we have here. Shoot steady, motion tracking, yeah, teleprompter. Okay, nice options. Let's go to photo. So this is basic photo. You have, of course, Leica Authentic or Leica Vibrant. I prefer using Authentic, but honestly, on this phone, this generation, Vibrant is just as decent. We have a dynamic shot. Let's see if they put some options into dynamic shot. Let's see if they put some options. Okay, so we can select cover, we can do bounce. Let's see what the bounce is. Okay, how do I play it? I'll check like this. Oh, it kind of reverses it and copies it. Okay, nothing special. Let's go back to the camera. So here we have motion capture. This is Google Lens, I believe. Yeah, I don't want that right now. Flash options, flash on, torch off, HDR on, HDR auto. HDR off and auto. We have AI camera. I keep that always off. Motion track and focus, watermark, green lights. What is the shutter type? Okay, just this. Assist cam, aspect ratio, timer, time burst, flash, super macro, and tilt shift. Honestly, I didn't use super macro while testing the photo quality because when you just use 2.6x lens, it gets really close and really decent. Yeah, this is probably the same thing. So, okay, let's turn that off. Let's go to portrait mode. In portrait mode, you can select Leica portrait or master portrait. Again, you have some nice focal lengths here, 23, 35, 60, and 75 millimeters. You have HD portrait on or off. What do we have here? This is the way the blurs will be and how strong the bokeh will be. Okay. We turn that back on. Here's your beautify options that you can crank up all the way or all the way down. And your classic filters here. So documents more, nothing special about it. And yeah, that's for the camera app. Now let's go to the results. Now, if we take a look at these photos, we can see that during the zoom level on different focal lengths, the quality stays acceptable after the around 200 millimeters, so around 10x, even in not so good conditions. Of course, for me, the star of this phone is a 60 millimeter telephoto lens that gives great results in any condition, and it's very nice for macro shots. So I kind of had most fun with it. It is detailed, it has good rendering of highlights and shadows, and it has that Leica vibe to it. Even if we're shooting people or pets, the results will be decent. So probably one of the best Xiaomi's ever made in camera department. Even when we go low light, there's no problem with colors, with lights, with lens flare, anything. So yeah, very decent camera and probably the best Xiaomi, best compact Xiaomi ever made. And yeah, that's it. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, help me grow a bit. Yeah, see you in the next video.